Hey, what's up guys? Another quick video here. So I wanted to make a video about how to get better our custom progress bars for free. So I'm a poor, so I can't use all like the fancy tools everyone uses. So I have to try to make do, and I want to show you places where I try to get the most money out of the internet as I can here. Okay, so we have a basic bar at the top of our screen here. So I'm going to pretend we're playing a game where you have a flamethrower, and the more you use the flamethrower, the higher your heat goes up. Okay, so we're going to have another progress bar that's maybe like a flame or a different shape than just your basic bar to show something different here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the tools that I use to do something like this. So first, I go to a site called Canva. Canva is a site where you can pretty much like throw graphic arts together. They have some tools you can use, and some let's see, some graphics that you can use for free. They do have a paid version, but like I said, this is going to be free, so we're not going to use the paid version. And you can use this stuff in commercial projects. So we're on the home page right now. You do have to sign up with an account, but let's pretend that you did that. You would want to go to logo, and you would get a blank page. And we want to go to elements, and we can type in something like fire. Okay, if it has the crown, that means you have to pay for it. So anything that has a crown, we're not going to use. So we want a good fire graphic here. Okay, we'll use this one. Okay, so we want to stretch this out as far as we can here. All right. So what we're going to do is you need two versions of your graphic for a progress bar. You need an empty version and a full version. So we're going to work on the empty version right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to make every color that we're going to take out white. So this so we'll make the red, we'll make that white. So the white is going to be what fills up when you use it as a progress bar. So I'll keep the yellow in there just for it to have a bit more art, but we'll use this. So we're going to call this fire empty. Okay. And we'll go to file and download. Okay. Then we'll delete that, pull the same thing out. Actually, we don't have to delete it. We can just change the color. So if you wanted to fill up with red, we can put the red back in there. And then when the progress bar progresses, it will actually fill up this color to this image. So we'll keep that same color in there. Actually, I may change that to red as well. Yeah. Okay, so then we want to change this to fire full. Okay, file, download. Okay, the next piece of software we're going to use is GIMP. GIMP is pretty much Adobe Photoshop for poor people. It's a free software, and you can make changes to your textures, which we're going to do in it here. So let's pretend like we download it, because I don't think I need to tell you how to download a program. And we'll come up here. So once you open GIMP and you go to File, New, and click OK, you'll get this page. So we want to go to wherever you downloaded your files, and we want to pull out the empty one. And then in the top left hand corner, we want to click on this tool, and it's known as the magic wand tool if you use Photoshop, but this is called the fuzzy select tool. So we want to click on this here, and everything that's white, you want to click on it and click delete. So it has a white background here, so we don't want that background. So you want to click that background and delete it. Let's see, delete layer. So I right clicked on this and I click delete layer. Okay. So in case you don't know what we're looking at here, all of the gray part is transparent. So we'll be able to see past this, and this is what we want here. So now we want to go to File, Export As, select File. Oh, actually, wait, one more thing, sorry. We want to go to Layer at the top, and we want to go to Scale Layer. So the normal size for game icons is normally around 100 pixels. We'll make this 200 and see how big it looks. But you can change the scale of this within GIMP here. So we'll keep it 200. And it's important to scale it down, because if you don't scale it down, once you put it in Unreal and you try to scale it down in Unreal, it's going to clip and it's going to look bad. So you want it to be the size you need it to be before you put it into Unreal. Okay. So we'll scale that down to 200. Then we'll go to File, Export As, select File Type. You want to scroll down to PNG and click Export, then Export again. Okay, then next we want to go to File, New, and then we want to bring in the full version of this here. Remove the background by right-clicking delete layer, and everything that's white we want to remove it. Scale layer 200 pixels. Scale, then Export As. And then PNG image. Oh, I didn't give it a name. Fireful. Export. Okay, so now we want to go to where we have so we want to go to where we have the files downloaded. Open up Unreal. Go to your folder. And just drag it right in there. Alright. So you want to go into your widget for your bar. Click on the bar. Go to Style. And go to Background Image. And the background image is going to be the empty one. and the fill image is going to be the full one. That does not look right. Oh, why is that stretching out like this? Hold on, let's re-add the bar. Okay, it was stretched too big. Okay, so yeah, you want to make sure the size is really a good size for what you're trying to do here. Because as you saw, if we stretch it out too much, it'll look disgusting. So you want to get that size right there. Okay, so we'll put it back up here. Oh, let me go back and hit third person character. Bar UI. We're just making changes so we can change the progression bar here. Okay, let's actually make a couple more changes. So this fill color, we want that to be white. It will change the initial tint of it. And we want to change the fill style to from bottom to top. Alright, let's try now. There we go. So you're using your flamethrower and it's starting to heat up. And that looks much better than having a basic progress bar. And so if you have an artist, have like an artist to actually do this for you. But if you're a solo dev and you're lacking art skills, this can kind of put you above people that are also lacking art skills and have something that looks a bit better than just a regular progress bar here. Looks like you at least put a bit more effort in. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you guys. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you know, just leave a comment. And also I wanted to say I have a Discord as well, so if you guys just looking to chat with other game devs or looking for I guess another game dev friend, hit me up in my Discord. I don't have many game dev friends here, so I'm looking for some more people to chat with. Okay, see you in the next one, guys.